This is Itasca State Park, and this is the University of Minnesota's oldest field station.
I'm Emily Schilling. I am the Associate Director here at the station.
I'm Jonathan Schilling, the Director at the Itasca Station.
And this is your orientation to the Itasca Biological Station and Laboratories.
If your group's up here as a student group, usually we have bunkhouses that range from 6 to 10 people in the bunkhouses. And then we have cabins that also have kitchenettes. For some of the faculty groups or the retreat groups that come up, they'll stay in those cabins that have their own kitchens and full bathrooms.
As far as dining, it's hands down the best dining hall that I've ever experienced. Not just the community that happens around the food, but the food itself is just amazing. In terms of classroom teaching, we have some really modern classrooms. We also have some older buildings that have been around for a long time and that are great spaces for field courses. We have nice clean classroom space and then some spaces where we can make a mess.
The state park has a lot to offer us. We happen to be in a location here that is sort of the main strip for activities. There's the museum, there's the amphitheater, there's the beach, 2 campgrounds. There is our regular patrols with a very nice bunch of rangers that are in the park. There's a little bit of an added bonus to having some of the infrastructure that's there because you have responsible adults, you have these employees that have an extra set of eyes on things, and also a chance to step into some familiar areas if this is a little bit unfamiliar.
I recognize there are lots of headwaters to the Mississippi, and we happen to be located at one, but it has been designated as the official starting place of the river. And you get to look up the lake and you can see the station on the other side of the lake. It's a really pretty vantage point. As an aquatic ecologist, this is paradise. There's so much aquatic habitat here. If you look at an aerial image of the park, it's almost as much water as there is land. Lots of small fishless water bodies. You also have bigger lakes, you have the river, and you have bogs. It's just a lot of different types of habitats.
We have a lot of life here, and there's a lot of diversity for where we are in the world. We have this ecotone from the conifers and the boreal through the deciduous and into the prairie, where you get to experience the 3 largest biomes in North America in one afternoon or one day. For each group that comes up, we have coordinators that talk with our operations associate to plan ahead. So for things like gender-neutral bathrooms, for instance, accessibility is an umbrella term, so there's dietary restrictions in terms of ramps and grades that are amenable to various types of mobility issues. It's pretty well done. The buildings that are newer are built for those.
The station is working really hard to make ourselves accessible to lots of different types of users, students, researchers. We try to have really open lines of communication with users before they come so that they know what to expect. We want people to know that you don't have to be a certain type. Like this idea that you have to be tough and be willing to rough it in nature.
This is the way things are kind of done here, is to listen to people's needs and try to meet them. Everybody really cares about that.